Hello friends, my name is Vikas. So friends, we have an app by the name Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store in your Android phones. This app will help you in boosting your preparation. Once you have downloaded this app, you can go and log in with your Gmail or Google ID in this application. And once you have logged in, then you will be transferred to this page here. On this page, you will be able to see home, all courses, my courses, and doubt sessions also. So in the courses, if we talk to you, in the courses, if you purchase course from us, we will be providing you with multiple material for your preparation. Material such as your daily current affairs, your weekly current affairs, your monthly current affairs. In daily, we will be providing you with 20 questions quiz, an ebook that is in your PDF formats of the questions of that particular day. Then we'll be providing you in weekly with the same 50 question quiz that will be a compiled and important 50 questions, and also we'll be providing you a compiled PDF of the weekly current affairs in the question answer format also. It will be a very helpful PDF, and similarly for monthly also we'll be providing you important monthly current affairs on a monthly basis. So the same content you will be revising maximum number of times, and it will help you in your preparation. We'll also provide material related to your banking and awareness also, and apart from that we'll be covering all important topics such as your apps and web portal, important days, books and authors, national affairs, international affairs, sports, defense, awards, obituary, important days, and what not. Everything will be covered in this topic wise by me only. So apart from that, we also provide state wise current affairs that will also help you to prepare for the regional exams. Hello friends. So in today's video, we will be discussing important current affairs of 17th and 18th of April. Pay attention, this video is very important and will be helpful for all of you. First, in this video, we will start with Jyotiraditya Sinha. Recently, our Union Minister has flagged off first Made in India Dornier aircraft flight to connect NER. What is this NER? This term is Northeastern Region. To connect the Northeastern Region, recently, Jyotiraditya Sinha has recently flagged off first Made in India Dornier aircraft flight to connect NER. Alright, who launched it? He is our Union Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia. What is the name of this Dornier aircraft? It is Dornier 228 flight. This is the name of the flight that has been started between two locations. This has been started between Dibrugarh to Pasighat. Dibrugarh is in Assam and Pasighat is in Arunachal Pradesh. So this Dornier 222 aircraft will connect people from Assam to Arunachal Pradesh, and the location is Dibrugarh to Pasighat. On 12th of April, Union Minister Jyotiraditya Madhavrao Scindia, the Minister of Civil Aviation and the Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Pema Khandu, flagged off the first flight of indigenous 19-seater, and remember this Dornier 2 aircraft contains 19 seats. This is developed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Alright, and this will be connected to places that are Dibrugarh and Pasighat. They will be connecting Assam to Arunachal Pradesh. The way this question can be asked is that recently a Dornier 222 aircraft flight was started between which two states of India? Alright, it contains 19 seats and this was recently launched. So what is the state's name? They are Assam to Arunachal Pradesh. Next remember, here it is same written that Dibrugarh in Assam to Pasighat, Arunachal Pradesh, this flight will be connecting. This flight is made by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Also remember, as it is the first Indian man-made Dornier aircraft, it will be known as Hindustan aircraft. Alright, this is an Indian made, you need to remember. Indian made. That is Hindustan aircraft. Alright, moving on. Next, we'll be talking about Waterways Conclave 2022. Let's discuss about it. Our Union Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Sarbanda Sonowal, and Assam Chief Minister Himanta Baswa Sarma has recently started this Waterways Conclave. This 6 memorandum of understanding and agreements were signed during this Waterways Conclave. Alright, how many MOUs were signed during this? 6 MOUs and agreements were signed during this Waterways Conclave. Who organized this? As we saw, this was organized by the Union Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways. So responsible ministry is Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, along with Inland Waterways Authority of India, and this was conducted on 11th and 12th of April. What was the location where this Waterways Conclave was conducted? Question can be asked. Waterways Conclave, it was conducted at what location? In Assam, and in Assam too, remember, it was in Dibrugarh. We just saw Dibrugarh. Where? Dibrugarh to Pasighat. What will be using this Dibrugarh to Pasighat? There will be a Dornier Do-22 flight started between Dibrugarh in Assam to Pasighat in Arunachal Pradesh, and in Dibrugarh only in Assam the Waterways Conclave was. Then if we talk about Waterways Conclave, what was the aim of it? The aim was to increase the cooperation with the neighboring countries in the waterways sector. FICCI, remember, was the industry partner. FICCI was the industry partner of this Waterways Conclave of 2022 that was held in Assam, and in Assam too in Dibrugarh. Next we are talking about an exercise, Kripan Shakti, important exercise. Kripan Shakti. This exercise was conducted by Tri Shakti Corps. This is the name of a regiment, Tri Shakti Corps, that has conducted this exercise, Kripan Shakti. This was conducted at Siliguri's Tista Field Firing Range. Important. Kripan Shakti. This is the name of the exercise that was conducted by the Indian Army's Tri Shakti Corps, that was at the Tista Field Firing Range, that is in Siliguri. And where is Siliguri? Siliguri is located in West Bengal. In other way, this question can be asked is that in which state a Kripan Shakti exercise was conducted by the Indian Army? It was in West Bengal. By which regiment of the Indian Army was Kripan Shakti conducted? This exercise was conducted by Tri Shakti Corps of Indian Army. This exercise was led by Lieutenant General Tarun Kumar and General Officer Commanding of Tri Shakti Corps. Next we will be talking about a United Nations report that suggested that before the Ukraine war happened, due to COVID-19, around 77 million people came into poverty. Alright, because of COVID-19, we saw lockdowns. We saw all the big factories, big companies, all were shut down. Even the small shop owners have to shut their shop down because of the lockdown. So there was no trade going on between the public. Everything was closed, due to which all the supply chain were disrupted, and there was a huge loss in the international market also. All of the trade reduced, due to which around 77 million people have shifted to poverty. They are below the poverty line now. Alright, this is a report that came by United Nations. Just remember this. This is just a report that you should know. Alright, we know that Ukraine war has impacted the people. Alright, we know that this war directly or indirectly is impacting the people all over the world. We know that Ukraine and Russia, they are one of the major exporters of wheat in the world. Also, we used to import urea, fertilizers from Ukraine, but now that everything has been stopped, due to which there is a great demand of urea and fertilizers in the market. So that is the reason India and Nepal also made a G2G agreement, that is your government to government agreement for the procurement of DAP and urea. Also, as we saw, wheat was also exported by both the countries to major parts of the world. That has also declined. So in order to come up with the same demand, many countries are focusing on India to import wheat to their countries. That means India will now, if the deal goes on, India will be exporting large amount of wheat to the different parts of the world. That will increase our net export. Alright, moving on now. Next we are talking about Neptune. What is Neptune? First of all, what is Neptune? As you can see here in the picture, Neptune is a missile. Alright, if you are following the Ukraine and Russia war, you must have heard that there was a ship of Russia that sunk due to the attack on it by the Ukrainians. All right, the missile that was used to attack that particular ship is Neptune. All right, so remember it. Ukraine's missile that sunk the Russian ship was the name Neptune. Alright, Neptune. It is a Ukrainian homemade anti-ship cruise missile that is capable of destroying targets within a range of 300 kilometers. The Neptune missile system was inducted into the Ukrainian Defense Force in the March 2021. It is designed to defeat surface warships and transport vessels with a displacement of up to 5,000 tons, either in the convoys or moving individually. If you This is the news that I was talking about. Due to the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine used its homemade anti-ship cruise missile Neptune against the Slava class missile cruiser and the flagship of the Russian Navy's Black Sea Fleet, the Moskva. All right, that is the destroyer and this the missile that was used to destroy this destroyer, the Moskva. This was the name of that ship, and the missile that was used was Neptune. So question will be simple that will be asked to you, that Neptune is a missile, is a homemade missile of which country? It is of Israel. So if you know this news, you will be easily able to solve the particular question. Next we are talking about Malcolm Adhishesha Award. Malcolm Adhishesha Award for 2022 has been awarded to, as you can see him in the picture, he is Prabhat Patnaik, economist and a political commentator. Prabhat Patnaik has been awarded with the Malcolm Adhishesh Award for 2022. Then if we talk about Dr. Prabhat Patnaik, remember he is a Marxist economist and a political commentator. From which state does he belong? He belongs from Odisha. Alright, he is the person who has been awarded with the Malcolm Adhishesh Award, and for what? For his contributions to the development for studies for an outstanding economist. Alright, so this award, this Malcolm Adhishesh Award, is given in the field of economy. The Malcolm Adhishesh Award and your Elizabeth Adhishesh Award, they are instituted by Malcolm and Elizabeth Adhishesh Trust every year. Alright, if we talk about Prabhat Patnaik, who is the recipient of this award, he was born in 1945. He is around 76 years of age. He is, as we saw, he is from which state? He is from Odisha. He is a great economic professor at Center of Economic Studies and Planning at the Jawaharlal Nehru University in Delhi. He was the vice chairman of Kerala State Planning Board from June 2006 to May 2011, and as of now currently he is a professor at the Center for Economic Studies and Planning at the Jawaharlal Nehru University JNU at New Delhi. Alright, and he is the person who has received the 2022 Malcolm Adhishesh Award. Remember that. If we talk about this award, this is a prestigious award that is instituted, as we saw, by Malcolm and Elizabeth Adhishesh Trust. Both awards are open to Indian as well as foreign scholars originally that are resident in India. If we talk about this, it is given for distinguished contributions to the development studies for an outstanding economist, social scientist and a historian. Alright, so this is given in the field of to a person for who have done an outstanding work in the field of economist, or he is a social scientist, or he is a historian. To these three kind of people, this Malcolm Adhishesh Award is presented by, and the organization is Malcolm and Elizabeth Adhishesh Trust. Then if we talk about Elizabeth Adhishesh Award, this award was recently instituted in 2018, and this award will be presented to a young scholar who is below the age of 45 as of 1st of January of the year. Alright, then remember this Adhishesh Award will carry a cash prize of 1 lakh rupees. Moving on. Next we are talking about Indian cricketer Robin Uthappa. Recently, Robin Uthappa has been appointed as the brand ambassador for Karnataka Brain Health Initiative. Alright, Karnataka Brain Health Initiative. But what is this? This project aims at early diagnosis and treatment of common neurological disorders such as epilepsy, headache, stroke, dementia and other brain infections at grassroots level from primary healthcare centers. Alright, so this is the aim of this Karnataka Brain Health Initiative that was recently launched in January 2022, and who has been appointed as the brand ambassador for them? He is Robin Uthappa, and he is related to which sport? He is related to cricket. Apart from this, if I ask you, tell me, where is 108 feet tall statue of Lord Hanuman built? Where is this 108 feet tall statue of Lord Hanuman built? In which state? It is being built in Morbi, and Morbi is in Gujarat. Similarly, a World Center for Traditional Medicines. A World Center for Traditional Medicines. Where this will be built? Jamnagar. And where is Jamnagar? It is also in Gujarat. Similarly, for Gujarat, remember Surat. In Surat, first steel slag rod will be built here. First city in India to get steel slag rod is Surat in Gujarat. Then if I ask you, NDAP, what is the full form of NDAP and which organization launched this NDAP? First thing you need to remember the full form. It is National Data and Analytics Platform. Alright, and this was launched by Niti Aayog. This was launched by Niti Aayog. Then if I ask you, what is the Puducherry's first ever beach festival? Puducherry's first ever beach festival. Can you name the festival? It is IC Pondi 2022 because it has been inaugurated in 2020. Alright. Next, Either portal. It is to speed up the accident compensation claims by the insurance companies. So EDAR portal. The Ministry of Road Transport and Highways is in consultation with the insurance companies that has launched a portal, EDAR, that is your Digitized Detailed Accident Portal, which provides information on road accidents instantaneously. This will help easier claims under insurance and check on a flake claim conducting a search of vehicles involved in the accident, the date of the accident, and the first information report number, that is your also known as FIR. That is the first thing you go to the police and ask them to take a note of it, that is your FIR if any case. Alright, so coming back, which is the responsible ministry to implement DAR? It is your Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. Alright, what is DER? What is the full form? It is Digitized Detailed Accident Report. This will be providing the information on the road accidents instantaneously, and also they will help into getting the claims easier of the road accidents. They will also keep check on the fake accidents and also in the search of the accident cars during this particular insurance claim. Alright. Next we are talking about a new book, that is The Boy Who Wrote a Constitution. I repeat, The Boy Who Wrote a Constitution. This is the book that has been authored by Rajesh Talwar. During the occasion of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar on his 131st birth anniversary, a new book was released, that is The Boy Who Wrote a Constitution, a play for children on human rights. This book was authored by Rajesh Talwar and it is based on the drama on Bhimrao Ambedkarji's own recollection of childhood memories has been released in this book. It is your Equality Day. In order to honor Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar on his 131st birth anniversary, 14th April will be recognized as Equality Day by Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu Independence Day is also observed on 14th of April. Remember this also. Next we are talking about National Fire Service Day. On 14th of April, we observe National Fire Service Day. Then remember, this National Fire Service Day observed on 14th of April, it coincides with the Equality Day that was observed by Tamil Nadu on 4th of April because it was the birth anniversary of Bhimrao Ambedkar. This is to highlight the importance of the fire service and to pay homage to the firefighters who sacrifice their lives in the line of duty. 14th April also commemorates the 71 fire service personnel who lost their lives during the 1944 Mumbai dockyard explosion. To honor those 71 fire servicemen also, on 14th of April this day is also observed. Then apart from this, if I ask you, the 20th India-France joint staff talks, where they were held? They were held in Paris. I am talking about the 20th edition. Similarly, 4th edition of the US-India 2+2 ministerial dialogue was held where? This was held in Washington DC. Alright. Apart from this, remember, this was the first US-India 2+2 ministerial dialogue in the Joe Biden's administration. Apart from this, if I ask you, World Bank recently slashed their growth projection for the fiscal year 2022. I repeat, World Bank recently slashed their global growth projection for the fiscal year 2022 to what? Earlier, World Bank suggested or stated that the world growth rate will be at around 4.1%, but recently they have reduced their growth percentage to 3.2%. What could be the reason? The reason are multiple. First, for example, if we take 2 to 3 reasons, it is the Ukraine war. Second, it is your COVID-19 crisis. And third, a huge lockdown in China because of this COVID-19. These are some of the major factors which are affecting the global growth rate, due to which World Bank has recently slashed their growth to 3.2%, which was earlier 4.1%. If we are talking about India, recently World Bank projected that India will be growing at about 8.7% for the fiscal year 2023. So the GDP forecast for India by World Bank was 8.7%, which has been slashed to now 8%. Alright, they have also changed the fiscal year growth GDP rate for India to 8%, which was earlier 8.7%. Next, if I ask you, tell me, which state's chief minister recently unveiled the logo of 2023 Men's Hockey World Cup? I repeat, which state's chief minister recently unveiled the logo for the 2023 Men's Hockey World Cup? It is of Odisha. And what is the name of the chief minister? He is Naveen Patnaik. Naveen Patnaik. Next question, if I ask you, who won the 12th edition of Senior Men's National Hockey Championship? I repeat, who won the 12th edition of Senior Men's National Hockey Championship? It is Haryana. Who won it? Haryana team won it. Similarly, tell me, when do we observe Save Elephant Day? Save Elephant Day. When do we observe this day? It is observed on 16th of April. When do we observe World Heritage Day? World Heritage Day. When do we observe this? It is observed on 18th of April. And what is the theme? Heritage and culture is the theme for this World Heritage Day. Similarly, remember, on 20th of April, we observe UN Chinese Language Day. UN Chinese Language Day is observed on 20th of April, and on 21st of April we observe National Civil Services Day. Apart from this, tell me, recently a renowned social worker and a Padma recipient who is from Maharashtra passed away. He is Sindhutai Sapkal. Alright, passed away at the age of 74. She is Sindhutai Sapkal. Alright, she is a very famous social worker, and as well as she is a Padma Shri recipient. Alright, remember, she was awarded with Mother of Orphan Children. Alright, she was popularly known, or she was awarded with the title Mother of Orphaned Children. She is from Maharashtra. We are talking about Sindhutai Sapkal. She passed away at the age of 74. She is a social worker, and she is also awarded with the title of Mother of Orphaned Children, and she is from Maharashtra. Also remember, a biographical movie was made on her in Marathi that was titled Me Sidhutai Sapkal. Me Sindhu Tai Sapkal. This was the name of the Marathi movie that was based on the life of Sindhutai Sapkal. Alright, apart from this, if I ask you, legendary Kathak dancer, we just saw legendary Kathak dancer Birju Maharaj. Birju Maharaj, tell me, Birju Maharaj is from which state? He is from Uttar Pradesh, popularly known as Maharaj Ji. He is from UP. He died at the age of 83, and Maharaji was a lifelong Kathak guru as well as a talented Hindustani classical singer. Maharaji was pioneer for the initial Lucknow Gharana dance style. He was recipient of the country's second highest civilian honor. What is the second highest civilian honor of India? It is Padma Vibhushan, and he was awarded with this in 1986. And he was awarded for what category? Padma Vibhushan to him was awarded for what category? He was awarded with art. The category was art. Apart from this, he was also honored with Ustad Chand Khan Lifetime Achievement Award. I repeat, Ustad Chand Khan Lifetime Achievement Award was also awarded to him. Alright, he is Birju Maharaj, a legendary Kathak dancer. Now friends, let's move to your homework section. First question in your homework is, which company in India recently has manufactured its first flight for indigenous 19-seater Dornier Do-22 aircraft? We have completed these questions. If you have paid attention and if you are watching our videos regularly, then you will be able to solve this question easily. Next question. Which integrated firepower exercise recently conducted by the Indian Army's Tri-Shakti Corps as the Teesta Field Firing Range near Siliguri in West Bengal? Third question. Which digital payment platform along with Extreme IX, that is your internet exchange, Extreme Internet Exchange, collaborated to provide faster digital payment services? Let me give you a form. Dash has tied up with Extreme IX, and the reason is of collaboration is to provide faster digital payment services. Alright, which is this organization? Fourth question. Who has been selected for the 2022 Malcolm Adeshish Award for the contribution to the development studies for an outstanding economist? Tell me, who is he? Fifth question. Recently, who has been appointed as the brand ambassador for Karnataka Brain Health Initiative? This is your fifth question. Alright friends, these are the 5 important questions that you have to comment below with the answer. I'll be checking all the questions. Alright, all the answers I will be checking. So friends, that's all for the day. I hope you enjoyed the session, and if you want us to continue with such sessions and bring more informative and revision videos for you in future, all you have to do is comment below, because you know the value of your comment is very much. Also, if you have any trouble regarding login or payment or any other issues, then you can reach to us on our mail, that is support@affairscloud.com, or you can call us on the number 9677333862, and we'll resolve your issue as soon as possible. Also, you should go and check our courses that are available at a very reasonable price, and that will help you to boost your preparation.